Hi, in January I had emptied 16 products, which left me with 110 beauty products to get through for the rest of this year. Let's see how I have done this month. Makeup first, just the one product. Tease 20 Cosmetics, Mysterious Crystalline Eyeliner, all gone as you can see there. The shade that I got was Deep Purple. This came in a Lip Factory beauty box back in the day. I like Tease Trendy Cosmetics and the packaging is very, very, very nice. I still have a couple of lipsticks from them, which I will keep forever purely for the packaging. This one though I did use up. I also had a mascara which I've used up. Next, hand sanitizer from Bath & Body Works. These are so nifty to chuck into your handbag. This one is Frosted Coconut Snowball. It didn't smell that great. My favorite among these is Pecan Pumpkin Waffles, which is very seasonal, so you don't get it all the time, which means I'm saving it. I will always repurchase this in different fragrances. Speaking of Pecan Pumpkin Waffles, here we are. This is the hand wash from Bath & Body Works. It is a cleansing gel, actually, the hand soap. There are two versions. This one is a cleansing gel, which I like better, and the other is the cleansing foam, where, you pump and that action, the mechanism, causes foam to come out. I prefer the gel, although I do have the foam as well. This one is indeed Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. The notes are maple syrup, golden waffles, and pumpkin spice. The smell is so amazing, the fragrance. This is very comforting, very delightful caramel popcorn fragrance, and I will repurchase this forever. Moving on to skincare, I have the Julius's Gold Neroli Toner. Not a very great product, wasn't a fan. Remember when Cult Beauty had all these really indie brands before they were acquired by the Hot Group? This is from that era. One of the products that I didn't love. There's a silver version which worked better for me because colloidal silver has slightly anti-acneic, antibacterial properties. The gold one, remember when gold was everywhere in skincare? It was such a gimmicky thing, wasn't it? Everybody was doing gold-based skin, gold masks and gold creams. Yeah, this was from that era. Anyway, used it up. Finally, won't be repurchasing ever. Cleanser is next. I have the Ren Clear Calm Clarifying Clay Cleanser. This is only a travel size. I do have two more left in full sizes. It begins well, great, very nice first cleanser, or even, morning cleanser, not gel at all, clay cleanser. Particularly, when you're feeling a bit oily and you feel you need a bit of mattifying, or when there's acne. There's one here, monthly Auntie Flo's gift. The problem is once you use up a certain amount of product with this packaging, it's very difficult to get the rest out. And that is why I hate this packaging. So I'm going to be repurchasing it, people. Number 6, I told you there's a pimple here. Spot treatment, the Inky List, beta hydroxy acid, used up, works well. This one's already flat and is on its way out. I do have other salicylic acid, beta hydroxy acid based products, so I won't be repurchasing this one immediately. They call this ampoule, but I call it an essence actually. Or maybe a slightly more viscous toner. What is it? Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella ampoule. The best part about this is that it is a generous 100 mils, people. And I already have another one. I've repurchased this because it's really nice. It gets your seeker in, your calming, your soothing centellar ratio to go in without, breaking the bank, because you get a generous 100 mils and you don't have to repurchase forever and ever. So that is why I like this very much. If you're looking for a centellar ratio to go or Seeker product, highly recommend this. Handbag mist, really, not pocket mist. Ren Flash Defense Anti-Pollution Mist. I don't know what it did, to be honest. I don't think it protected my skin from pollution. I've had this in my handbag for a while and just, spritz it on when I feel a bit dry, which I do more often than not in the post-vaccine era. Won't be repurchasing. There are nicer mists out there, particularly in K-Beauty. And Ren is gone anyway. Revolution 5% ATP serum is next. Goodness me, Revolution Skincare. I thought it was all going to be great, kind of like the Inky List, Good Molecules and The Ordinary, whom they were really aiming to dupe. However, none of these products did anything for me. And it was a bit of a struggle to use them up. Even in terms of hydration, there was very little, it wasn't packing up. And you didn't feel that plumping, that hydrating, that moisture getting in there. Not at all. So, won't be repurchasing Revolution Skincare at all. Quite disappointing that. Vitamin C is next. I have the Milano CC. I think this is the last one. I didn't use it up on my face because I can no longer use actives on my face. I think for the last 3 years that has been the case. So what I did was use it up on the neck, elbows, backs of the hands and on my feet. A very nice vitamin C product. Actually, I would go so far as to say this is my favorite vitamin C of all time. It's a Japanese brand, and I think J Beauty is very, very underestimated. They don't have a government policy of sort of promoting their brands the way Korea does, but I think Japanese products really, really, really work well. And they don't have that. We're changing our product, we're reformulating, we're repackaging, we're discontinuing, we're coming out with something new thing all the time. You know, the same products have been around for a long, long time. But they work. They're very, very gentle. I like J Beauty better. Neogen Real Ferment Micro Essence. I liked this sample size so much I have bought a full size. In terms of results, I feel, I mean, I can't see much apart from hydrating. I feel that it makes my skin softer. Hopefully by the end of the full size I will be able to decide whether I like it enough to keep on buying it or not. Kudali We Know Perfect Radiant Serum used on this hyperpigmentation are not very effective, sorry. Kudali's products are gentle, they're hydrating, but in terms of, you know, actives, I don't see much, and I can't use strong actives anyway. Something mild like this would work better. Won't be repurchasing. This one was one of those samples that you kept on getting in all those beauty boxes and advent calendars back in the day. Although it says primer, I used this as a mask actually. This is the This Works in Transit Camera Close-Up Primer. Not much results seen. I don't understand what they mean by camera close-up. It says mask, moisturizer and primer all rolled into one. I didn't even see any of those three effects at all. SPF is next. Apu Mango Sun Gel SPF 42. Very, 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 very moist, very hydrating, very gel-like. Indeed, very much a gel. Sank in well very, very quickly. My skin just drank it up. As my dermatologists keep telling me, my skin just loves all the moisture. However, this one is discontinued and it smelled like mangoes actually. So I won't be repurchasing it for that reason. Face scrub actually used up as a body scrub because I can't go near my face with a scrub. Naturals exfoliating pumpkin scrub. Smelled alright. Wasn't as amazing as pumpkin pecan waffles. Won't be repurchasing. Came in a sample beauty box, advent calendar somewhere. Bath and Body Works Colloidal Oatmeal Body Butter for Sensitive Skin is my body moisturizer that I've emptied for this month. Very nice. Colloidal oatmeal helps with itchy skin, and this one actually did that. Will eventually repurchase, you know, once I run out of all the body butters that I am using. Currently using a Serpent Glory Righteous butter that I've had for a while now. Lip balm came in a Mimi box ages ago. Snail lip treatment in mixed fruits. Wasn't a fan, didn't do much. Had kept it in my handbag. Finally used it up. Won't be repurchasing. Hair care, there's quite a bit this month. This is an artisanal handmade shampoo that I bought from the St. Paul's Basilica in Rome actually. And it is the rosemary shampoo, and I feel like it helped with my itchy scalp a bit. All the basilicas had gift shops, souvenir shops. But I was quite surprised to see soaps and shampoos in one of them. St. Paul's actually. So I bought quite a few to try, and here we are. Very nice. Will I repurchase if I ever go back to Rome? But I don't know how much has changed, actually. Next, Sasha Wan Hair After the Sun Mask. I used it as an after shampoo conditioner, actually, along with the shampoo from St. Paul's. They didn't seem to have conditioner in St. Paul's, so I didn't buy any, although I do conditioner only washing. So it took me a while to use that up because this was used as a clarifying shampoo once in a while. Whenever I shampoo, I like a nice thick mask, and this one worked well. I don't know about post-sun damage, whether it heals it or not, but it certainly was a thick, hydrating mask. I think it came in a Revolve beauty bag, can't be absolutely sure. Lastly, dry shampoo, Oscar Blandy dry shampoo spray. Now I like tinted ones, you know, the slightly brunette ones, dry shampoo that is. But you know, at a pinch, I don't mind using the non-tinted ones. The only problem is that I end up looking slightly grey-haired the following day unless I'm very, 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 very careful. So it's because of that. You need to get every last bit out in the morning. Because of that, I prefer the tinted versions. This one is non-tinted, so I won't be repurchasing this. So that is 20 beauty products that I used up this month, which leaves me with 90 products to get through for the rest of the year in 10 months. So which means I need to use 9 products per month for the rest of this year. Will I get there? Stay tuned to find out. Please tell me what you have used up. If you've bought any of these things, if you've tried any of these things, what do you think of them? So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell. I'll speak to you soon.